What's poppin', homies? It's your favorite homegirl gospel. Let's get into this commentary. Hey, homies. So today we're going to talk about a Texas mom of four. Now, she was reported missing last week, but they found her body and they found her in the trunk of her own car. Now, I can't help but to think that somebody that she knew did this to her, but we're going to go ahead and get into this article because I hope it unravels some questions that we probably are thinking in our heads right now. A Texas mom of four was reported missing last week, has been found dead in the trunk of her own car, the police said on Thursday. Angela Mitchell's decomposing body was found Wednesday after cops received reports of a foul odor coming from the back of a white Honda sedan in Texas City, northwest of Galveston. Police have not said how the woman died or whether they are looking for a suspect in connection with her death. Mitchell's family members and friends reported her missing on May 6th after she failed to return home in Dickinson the night before. This is just so sad. So sad. The woman's loved ones tracked her location to Texas City, where they found her car and relayed that information to the police. When officers opened the trunk, they discovered Mitchell's corpse inside. Her relatives have accused the cops of dragging their feet on the investigation into Mitchell's disappearance. The Texas City Police Department didn't immediately return a request for comment from the Post on Thursday. Now, I want to look around and see if any other news outlets are talking about this, which they should, because this is really a strange case. And a lot of questions will go into my head, like, who did this? Do the family have any idea who could have done this to her? Did she have a boyfriend? And, if so, do they have any type of outings with each other? Did they fall out? Did they get into an argument? Was she seeing someone? Like a lot of questions, because who would do this? I don't think she would do this to herself. You think she's going to put herself in the trunk? No, I don't think she would do this. Somebody she knew did this to her. Had to. And her mother said she didn't deserve to die. She didn't deserve for someone to take her life. She's not a bad person. Investigators were led to Mitchell's body after neighbors in the 400 block of 4th Street North had called about 2:30 p.m. on Wednesday regarding an odor from a white Honda that had been parked for days in the roadway. So, okay, it was parked there. So, does anybody have like a camera, like a ring on their door with the camera? Because it's a camera have to have caught this. Like, I just can't see it's being parked in front of someone's home. Not everybody has the camera in front of their home. But nowadays, people are getting it a lot. So I want to know, is there any footage out there that shows her car being parked and someone getting out? That's what I want to know. But I guess we won't know until more stuff come out about it, like more updates. Because this is what I have. I'm just giving you guys what I have in front of me. But it seems to me that, a lot of, even if it's not directly in front, they don't have a camera. Somebody on that block where the car, where you can see the homes, does anybody have a camera that caught something? It's been sitting there in front of someone's house all this time, just parked there, and then they get the file over and they call the police, which is good. They should have done that. But why was it just, this is really strange to me. I'm just sitting here trying to figure it all out. Like, who could have done this? It had to be somebody she knew. I hope that they go through her phone, because sometimes the answers may be on her cell phone. Go through her phone, her text messages, see who she was meeting up with, see who she was talking to, see who she had an argument with. Any little thing will help lead to the person that did this to her. You know, this woman has children. And now her children's lives are going to be turned upside down because the person that did this didn't care. They didn't care. It also says here the department's criminal investigations and identifications division were called out once officers detected the odor from the trunk, which then was open and it had her body inside. People who lived nearby said the car had been parked in the same spot since before Mother's Day. The woman's cause of death is remain pending as of Thursday afternoon. Now, before police released her identity, Mitchell's friends and family told Eyewitness News that they reported the mother of 4 children missing on May 6th after she didn't return home. It became 24 hours since my last contact with her, her mother said. When I tried to find out why she didn't respond to me, it went straight to voicemail, and I couldn't track her on the locator on our phones anymore. I started to get sick to my stomach. They had actually tracked her location to Texas City that same day, found her vehicle, but saw no sign of her. I met police officers there at her vehicle in Texas City after filing a missing persons report, and I begged them, please search for my daughter's car. Please search for my daughter's car. Please investigate this. She said, I begged them and I begged the police officers, and they just dismissed me. She said she did not suspect that her daughter was in the trunk, but she found it strange where the car was parked. So shortly after police were called to the 4th Street neighborhood on Wednesday, Mitchell's friends and family said they were upset that it took investigators too long to take her case seriously. ABC 13 reached out to Texas City Police Department repeatedly Thursday to question how the investigation played out, but they never got a chance to speak to anyone. A police document says Mitchell's phone was last pinged to a home in the Lago Mar subdivision just before 10 p.m. on Thursday, May 5th, and had not been active since. Now, Mitchell was a mother of 4, a 9-year-old girl, a 7-year-old boy, a 3-year-old girl, and a 7-month-old son. She just had a baby, okay? 7 months old, just had a baby. So this baby will never get the chance to know his mom. Okay? The 3-year-old may remember a little bit of her, but the 7 and 9-year-old, they will definitely remember her, their mom. But still, why did it have to go down this way? Why? So the person that did this to her took her life, didn't think of her children, didn't even care that she had children. And now, her family are going to have to raise these children and tell these children what happened to their mom as they get older. And that's sad. So Angela's mother said her children are too young to understand what is happening. She got upset talking about the 7-month-old who will never know his mother. Well, he's going to know his mama, the children's grandmother said. He is because I'm going to make sure. But the fact that he is not going to remember what a wonderful mother he had and how much she loved him, I'm going to make sure that he knows. The investigation in Angela Mitchell's death still continues. If you have any questions or if you have anything that leads to a person that could have done this to her, if you have any information, you can call 409-643-5720. This is so sad, man. This makes me so angry and it's sad at the same time because, it seems like people out here just killing for sport. Like, they're just killing people just to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too much of this going on. Too much. I tell you, it's just really, really sad. It's sad, man. It's sad. I send my prayers and condolences to her mom and her family. Those poor children. Those poor children. My heart just breaks for them. Mm, it really does. I hope they get some answers soon. I hope somebody that had a Ring video camera on that block, I hope it caught something. I hope there was a camera somewhere that caught something, and hopefully it will lead to the person's arrest, whoever did this to her. But once they get into her phone, because they got to go through the investigation, I hope they find something that leads to the person that did this to Angela Mitchell. All right, you guys, that's all I have at the moment. I will talk to you guys later. There was another case that I do want to talk to you about, but I'm going to have to wait a couple of hours or maybe till tomorrow, because there's another one it's really heartbreaking. All right, you guys, thank you for listening, and thank you for always supporting my channel. I truly appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon.